Okay, let's see if this is going to work here. Let's just check. Just in case. All right, let's see. Okay, we're live. All right, welcome back to City Valley Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team. And what we got tonight is little live streaming updates. In particular, what I'm going to talk about is, well, 2021 trout stocking schedule. And here we're just going to talk about some things that yours truly would do to prepare for, well, what's getting stocked out there. So the first thing I like doing is I'll check the 2021 trout stocking schedule. And what I'm looking for in particular are right in this section here. I don't see any changes or updates saying something's changed in the trout stocking schedule. So right off the bat, I know this schedule should be good. And looking at it, you can see everything's in alphabetical by city at this point. And that's when I'll shift over to the fun with spreadsheets post that yours truly posted way back. I think it was like October. No, this was more. No, it was in November because this is when the schedule came out. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going here in chronological order. I can see right here December 1. It looks like in Odessa, Comanche Trails was stocked. Crane County Pond, Lake Friar, Monahan's Perch Pond. All those. Well, today's December 1, so it looks like they just got stocked today, so good news there. Unfortunately, those aren't any locations that yours truly would be trying to hit in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But those in those areas, good to know that you have some trout to go for. Let's see. But going over here closer to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I see several things that pique my interest. One is excuse me. One is over here in Tyler, Waldert Park Pond, over here in Dallas Fort Worth. That's about less than 2 hours away. Over here in Burleson, that's another close one. It's going to get stocked December 3rd. Looks like about 1,500. Going to be stocked at Bailey Lake. And then over there in Glen Rose Town Lake, it's going to get stocked. Let's see, 1,000 trout, 2 stockings this season, so 1,000 trout. So that's gonna be a fair amount. And then on to, let's see, Mansfield, Rose Park. So these are all locations that are gonna be stocked here in actually in the next few days. And what I like doing is again, I like checking the rainbow trout stocking schedule as posted by Texas Parks and Wildlife. I'll see there's no change right here, no modifications to the schedule. So I know what's posted here is still good to go. And then that said, I'll take a look at, from a chronological order standpoint, what is going to be stocked in this case. Several locations have my interest. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you've got, again, Burleson, you've got Tyler, there's Glen Rose, there's Mansfield. Those are all in the area. Also note down in the Canyon Tail Race area, New Braunfels, it's getting its stockings. Its first set of stockings December 4th. And then Possum Kingdom Tail Race over there in Grayford, about 3 hours from yours truly, City of Allen. But if you're closer to Fort Worth, it looks like you got some good opportunity there to catch a fish or two. And that's going to be December 4th as well. So just in the next few days here, this week, during the weekday, some good stuff. So, well, the next thing I like doing is I like taking a look at a particular location if I'm interested in fishing it. So here's Possum Kingdom Tail Race in Grayford. That's one that I fished a couple of times, several times before for trout as well as striped bass, and had some good success there. And if I hadn't gone there before, what I'd probably do is take a look at Google Maps, in fact. So let's see if I can take you there. I have one right now showing a location, but let's just see if I can find us. Let's see. Oh, search Google Maps. Possum. Oops. Possum. Awesome Kingdom Lake. Okay, look at that. Ooh. All right, let's just close this out a little bit and kind of drill down a little bit closer to that tail race section that they're going to stock. It's right over here. Okay. Okay, so because I've been here before, I know this is where they stock for the tail race area. And right here, the Highway 16 bridge is what it's called. And let's just take a look at a little closer look here. All right. So the first thing I'm taking a look at is, when was this imagery taken? It looks like 2020 down here. You can't see it too well in the picture here, but right here is 2020. So it's a fairly recent photo. So that's good news. And if you take a look at the Highway 16 bridge, there's a little kind of ramp-like area here. I've been there before, so you can see that you can park there and walk down and try fish in this area. There's another parking area up here. Let's see, up in this area, so you can again park and then walk it. Yeah, there it is. Park and then you walk it down to the fishing area. And let's just drill down a little bit closer. And right here, have fished this whole area here, walked around this under the bridge and came back here, fished this area for trout and then striped bass as well. But when you talk about Possum Kingdom getting stocked, a good starting point would be Highway 16 bridge. Give it a shot and see if you can find some stuff there. You know, in your right location, let's go and take you to a street view. Let's see if I can get you there. Still learning this one. I'm used to Google Earth, but maybe I can get you to Street View. Street View images. Let's try that. No, it's not doing it. Okay, well. Anyhow, I think I got some old pictures here. Well, let's just go to... Let's try Possum Kingdom State Park. We'll just say images. And let's see if I can find that bridge. Possum Kingdom. Let's try Possum Kingdom Highway 16. Okay. Right there. There's a good picture of it. And there's another good picture right here. And there's another one. Let me go and bring that one up here. Let's see. Okay, there's Highway 16 bridge right there. Classic view of it there. There's another view of it. Okay, so I was talking about a little walk area, boat ramp looking thing right there. And all along here you can fish. Coming on this side, go under the bridge, make it across to the other side of the river. So some good scouting things. What I did here was, one, start with the rainbow trout stocking schedule. Tell me what the latest and greatest is. Are there any changes? And then went to my Fun with Spreadsheets piece, and I could see that Possum Kingdom Tail Race Grayford is going to be stocked here December 4. That's Friday. And because I've been there before, I have an idea where I'd like to fish. But if the first time going there, run to, where is it now? Google Maps, Google Earth, give you an idea of the area. And then in particular, that Highway 16 bridge, get some pictures there, just give me an idea what's down there. And also, you can also get a street level view of it. So that's an example of how I would kind of scout around and take a look at things if I hadn't been to an area before. There's Canyon Tail Race, another good one to look at. Let's take a look at Glen Rose. I haven't been there, so a couple of things I want to point out. It's going to get stocked twice. There's going to be 2,000 total for the season. December 3rd, there's going to be basically 1,000 being stocked. And I'm not sure how big this pond is. Is it a big pond? Is it a lake-like pond or a community lake? So I'd like to know some idea if I decide to go fish there. And before I do that, let's go and check Glen Rose here under the Texas Parks and Wildlife. And let's just verify that nothing's changed. And so December 3, 2020, it's going to get stocked, as well as January 6th. And nothing's changed. This is the latest and greatest schedule, so I know we're good to go from a Glen Rose fishing standpoint. And so now let's take a look at Glen Rose Town Lake. And here on Texas Parks and Wildlife, you can click on this or highlight it, and it'll tell you some directions on how to get there. So some pretty good directions there. But what we'll do is we'll kind of cheat and take a look at Google Maps and go Glen Rose Town Lake. See if it gets us there. Okay. It's doing something. Ooh, man, that thing's brutal. Glen Rose Town Lake. Let's see if I spelt it right. Glen Rose Town Lake. Yep. So Glen Rose Town Lake. And let's see. It's probably down this way. Let's see if I see it here. There's Glen Rose. Let's see. Well, let's start off at Glen Rose here. Glen Rose City Hall. All right, let's take a look at that. See if I can take these images off here. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm scrolling down to Glen Rose. There's Glen Rose City Hall. And let's go back here to Texas Parks and Wildlife. And it says Glen Rose Town Lake, located at Paluxy Heritage Park from Highway 67. So Paluxy Heritage Park. Paluxy Heritage Park. Let's see where it takes us. Oh, there, much better. Okay. So now here's Paluxy Heritage Park. And let's see if we can find this Glen Rose Town Lake. All right, let's go back here. Glen Rose Town Lake. Highway 67 heading southwest. Bernard Street just before the Exxon station. Go to stop sign, turn left on Elm. Cross bridge and park on left. So 67, Bernard Street and Exxon station. So let's go back up. And there's Heritage Park, and there's Elm. Okay, there's Elm, there's Paluxy, there's Heritage Park. And let's do one more look again. Turn left on Elm. Bernard, left on Elm, Cross Bridge. So there's Bernard. There's make a left on Elm. And let's see. I think there's probably an Exxon station here. So here's Bernard, here's Elm, make a left, cross the bridge. And it's going to be in this area here. So what I'm thinking is this town lake is actually probably this area here. So two things I'm going to look for. One, is it this section of river that's been stocked? Or is it further down? And I can't really tell. Let's see if I can scroll in a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. So for those who maybe have been to Glen Rose before, do let us know. But from my standpoint, I'm coming here for the first time. I'm going to go and make that turn at the Exxon station, go down Bernard, make a left on Elm, go into Paluxy Heritage Park, and I'm probably going to see if there's any signs of this area being stocked, this river portion. And if so, 1,000 trout in this section might be a good opportunity to catch a fish or two. Okay, so let's see what else is on here. There's Glen Rose. let's see. I see another one. Here's Waldert Park Pond in Tyler. It gets stocked twice. There's December, oh, tomorrow. So 850 trout being stocked at Waldert Park Pond. So let's go to Google Maps. Waldert Park Pond in Tyler. Waldert Park Pond. Waldert Park Pond. Let's try this one. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff here. Oh, I think I see it over here on the left, and I see the pond. So let's go and drill down a little bit more. Waldert Park. Okay. And right here you can check as well the, where is it now? Waldert Park Pond in Tyler. Oops, sorry. Right here. Waldert Park Pond in Tyler. And we're going to go check here now just in case schedule changed on us. So now I'm going to go to Tyler, Waldert. Looks like everything's still a go. December 2nd. So tomorrow. 1,700 total. Split that in half for 2 stockings. December 2nd, January 6th. It's in Tyler, Waldert Park Pond. There's a description of it again. Let's see. Waldert Park at Glass Recreation Center on North Broadway from North Loop 323. Turn south on Broadway. Travel 0.9 miles. West 32nd Street and turn right. Google Maps is taking us here. There's West 32nd Street. There's the pond. Looks like you got a couple of places to park. There's that Glass Recreation Center. And it looks like you can park in this area here. And then you come down and there's the pond. It's not a very big pond at all. So from a map standpoint, let's see if I can tell by the scale. I don't see a scale on the map here, but we'll just take a rough guesstimate and just say 850. Doesn't seem too bad. I think this is a 100-foot scale, so every inch 100 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe 400 feet, maybe the size of or bigger than a football field. And so there's a parking area, a nice little walkway area around it, so it's easy access. Let's go drill down a little bit closer and see what it looks like. You got a little pier area. You can see some rocky areas here. Let's see, some kind of intake maybe. So there's some means to get the water moving, and then it looks like you got a shallow section, a deeper section, and probably a good opportunity to catch a fish here. not as big a pond as some of these other ones that we see. Mesquite Lake or Mesquite. That is a brutal one. I've fished it once before. Actually, a couple times before, and it's a rough one because the size of that city pond is pretty big for the amount of fish that they put in there. So here, let's go take a look at that one. So Mesquite, let's go back here. I think that was stocked right here. Mesquite City Lake in Mesquite. There's 3,160. It's going to get stocked 4 times with the first one, or if it's split in half, in 4s, 790. Go back to the rainbow trout stocking schedule. We'll go run over to Mesquite, and it was the stock November 25th. The next one's going to be 12/23, so December 23rd. And let's go back to Google Maps here. Let's go to Mesquite City Lake. And this one is a very tough one for 2 reasons. It's big, and there typically is a lot of cormorant, water turkey, and they tend to be doing a lot more fishing than yours truly. So here's Mesquite City Lake, and let me go drill down a little bit. Okay, so this is a fairly large lake. In fact, I've fished it before, working this whole area all the way around. Seen a pond, or seen a couple of places where you could fish off a dock here and here. There's a fountain here. And what I recall is there's a lot of cormorant there, so you're having to deal with trying to catch them, and it's a big pond. And I did see some folks doing well, at least catching a few on this side or closer to the fountain area. But other than that, it's a very tough pond, especially since it's so big and you're having to deal with those cormorant. Okay, let's see. Other things to keep in mind from a fun with spreadsheet standpoint and what's upcoming. So let's go and just kind of scale down. Let's see. There's the next week we've got some more stockings. December 7, 8, 9. There's our Bethany Park Pond C, where yours truly likes to fish. This one's a good one because there's 2,700 being stocked. There's going to be one stocking, and basically give it a go for the first couple of weeks. You should be good. Maybe the third week, and then it'll get a little bit tougher. You may even have to go switching over to some fishing flies and whatnot when they start feeding on the surface. There's a little black midge that kind of start hatching about the second week or so, and they start feeding there. And a lot of folks do well, be it fly fishing or taking a bubble fly rig and catching them out there. So let's go take a look at Bethany. So let's go to Bethany. Bethany Lakes Park. Alrighty, and there it is, Bethany Lakes. And I'll just drill down a little bit. Okay, so there's a video that I posted while we were on site the other day, and mentioned that there's 4 ponds, and what we call it is the main pond right here, the back pond, the lower pond, and then the horseshoe pond right here. Well, this is also called Pond C, main pond C. And this is where they'll stock the trout. And most often we've seen them start stocking around this area right here, drop the fish and it goes off. But we did see them drop off trout over here as well one year. Drilling down a little bit closer, you'll see that there's a pier area. Folks can hang out and try doing some fishing. There's a pavilion all along here. There's like a little island like here. You see these little pipes. Those are warming pipes or some kind of heating pipe. I'm not sure exactly. It's also shallower here. What I've noticed over the years is if it rains on us and the lakes start overflowing, we'll see some trout get pushed over into the lower pond as well as into this canal-like area. And I've caught some before in here when it's overflowed. But right now, I probably anticipate most of them being here in this main section here and back in here. So higher area here, a lot of brush, a little bit higher up here, a little bit lower here. But should get some good fishing there for the first couple of weeks, and into the third week, gotta play it by ear, and then yeah, maybe try some other places after that. Okay, so I just wanted to just show folks how I do some internet online scouting, in particular taking a look at the rainbow trout stocking schedule to, one, confirm this is the latest and greatest info, no changes to the information that was posted initially at the start of the season. And again, they'll put changes right here in big bold highlights and whatnot. And then I take a look at the fun with spreadsheets just to see when something's getting stocked in chronological order. It's easier to identify what's getting stocked for a given portion or a given week or time of the month. So let me go and take you to page 2 of the fun with spreadsheets section. You can see again, here's what's getting stocked here in chronological order. And what I do is, because things can change, I take a look at here from a what's getting stocked next, and then I go back to the trout stocking schedule, just verify that there's no changes there. Then after that, if I've not been there before, definitely take a look at the information posted here on Texas Parks and Wildlife's website, where they explain some detail as to how to get to a particular location that's being stocked. And then from there, I'll go into Google Maps and search on it. And then from a satellite view, take a closer look. One, look at parking areas, access. Give me a good idea as to maybe even where to start fishing, and also get an idea on the size of the location or the pond or lake that's getting stocked. And then from there, I'll adjust how I need to fish the area. Maybe I might bring fly fishing gear. Maybe I just bring some ultralight gear. Go with bait. Go with some spinning gear and whatnot. Just play it by ear. So here, let's do one more before we call it quits. This is one that I fished, and I did the same thing when I first fished it. I wasn't sure, and so I decided to do what I'm doing here, which was one, look at the schedule, look at from a Google Maps standpoint what it looks like, and then adjust from there. So right here, Flower Mound Heritage Park. It's only been stocked, I think, just maybe the 3rd or 4th year now that it's being stocked. And it gives some directions here, key information. And let's go to Google Maps and put in Heritage Park. All right, and it's in Flower Mound. Okay, so there it is, Heritage Park. Let me go and take it out a little bit further. Okay, so here's Highway 21. That's how I get there. I'll take this Lakeside Parkway and then come up around. And let's see, right here, Heritage Park. What I want you to take a look at is, it's a small pond. I mean, it's a small pond. And they're going to put, let's see, 750 fish there in this pretty small pond. I mean, it's small. So, let me just see if you can get an idea what's there. So there's a walkway area, easy parking all around. Look at this, tons of parking. You got this walkway area, and then it actually goes over the water, and there's like a little pier area, and you can come back here, back to the other side of the parking area. And it's small, you can easily make it around here. It's shallower here, deeper over here, and then it gets shallow again. And basically pick a spot and go for it, and you should be able to catch something. The only thing is you just have to find the pattern. They may want spoons and super dupers. They may want bait, power worms, or they may be catching them on the fly. Been here several times, and one day they just wanted bait, didn't want anything else. Other days they just wanted a certain colored super duper. I think it was silver versus any other color. And then other times they hit everything. But what's nice is 750 fish in a small pond. This is a small pond. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. And, well, just taking advantage of trying to let folks know how to use some of the information that we're posting. The Fun with Spreadsheets, that's on our website, stockertroutfishing.com, or you can just do Fun with Spreadsheets on Google, and it'll take you there. Fun with Spreadsheets, Texas trout, rainbow stocking, and you should be able to see it. And then other things is go take a look at the rainbow trout stocking schedule from Texas Parks and Wildlife, just to confirm any changes or the latest and greatest on the schedule, because things do change, especially when things start getting colder and wetter and icier. And then from there, take advantage of Google Maps. Get an idea, in this case, where to park, access, maybe an idea of the size of the location that you're going to be trying to fish. And then maybe there's some other useful things that you may be able to pick up, maybe depth, or at least how the water or the water features are. Give you an idea. There's a pier, it crosses over. There's a bridge area, like in the case of the one in Possum Kingdom in Grayford. Hopefully this was helpful for some. Anyhow, do let us know if you want us to maybe walk through another one of these. Just put in the comments, and if I'm free and I can take advantage of this live stream capability, be able to maybe show things on the fly, And again, scouting basically using Google Maps and taking advantage of some of the online information that's being posted from those groups that are supporting some fishing activities. In this case, Texas Parks and Wildlife, and those various stocking locations, and taking advantage of being able to see and scout before you go there using Google Maps. All right, next time, catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.